How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.
3 weeks and 5 games into the season, Rajasthan Royals finally come home to the Savai Mansingh Stadium in Jaipur. Up against them, a team that is finding home away from home wherever they're going in Royal Challengers Bengaluru. What can we expect from the first of Sunday's double-header games? Let's find out on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout in the company of Piyush, Chawla and Wasim Jaffer. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. The first sighting of Jaipur in this season. What can we expect, especially from a day game?
I think it will be slow. It's a bigger boundary, so bowlers and spinners especially will enjoy. It might slow down a little bit in the second half. So you won't expect a really high-scoring game, in my opinion.
Does it put the spinners in focus? And if so, who do you favour seeing the two spin stocks?
Well, if you see both the team with the spinners who are available for them, so the way Suyash bowled, and you have the services of Liam Livingstone, then Krunal is also there. So at the moment, RCB spinners look little better. If Hasranga is available and then Tikshana, he'll definitely enjoy that kind of situation surface. And Nitish Rana can bowl a couple of overs for you. So I'll say 50-50 for both the teams as far as spin department is concerned.
All right, that's on the bowling front. When we consider the batting, these are two sides who have built a lot of their batting around an Indian core, in particular Rajasthan Royals, who invested so heavily on making that Indian batting core. Would they be happy with the returns that are coming so far?
No, I don't think so. I think they want more. They've got only 2 wins, and those were two. One of them was pretty decent against Punjab, but other than that, they were very close, and they lost some games which they should have won, in my opinion. So their batting needs to fire. Yashasvi's form is a concern. Sanju hasn't got big runs. So does Nitish Rana and Jurel. So those guys need to step up and step up pretty quickly.
Do you feel they need any kind of change in approach? Have you felt Rajasthan's batters are at times going too hard and not assessing situations?
Well, I think they're batting in a decent way the way they bat. It's just that they need to apply themselves a little better, especially the middle order. And Yashasvi, it's very important to get runs from Yashasvi's blade, because he's somebody, when he gets runs, he tries to play those big innings. And if one top order batsman plays the big knocks, we have seen what happens then. The score automatically reaches somewhere around 191, 200. And afternoon game, Jaipur, I think 190, 200 would be like too much to ask for, because it's going to be a slow surface. So one of the top 3 has to apply themselves and play that big knock.
The onus on the Rajasthan batters a lot more than the RCB ones when you consider that factor of depth, which is a recurring conversation because Rajasthan's batting order finishes off much quicker than other teams.
I think so. It always feels like they are one batter short or maybe one bowler short, including in the impact sub. So yeah, the onus is more on the Rajasthan batters, I feel.
If you consider RCB, they have not been feeling that kind of pinch because they've had a finisher who is making strong claims in the early parts of the season. Tim David, who you've seen a lot of, Piyush, has taken quite nicely to that niche role in his new franchise.
Well, he's a quality cricketer, and his speciality is just go lower down the order, play those big shots, and stay till the last. And we have seen that in quite a few innings. Like he finished those games for RCB and giving them those runs which you thought at one point of time looks tough. So, but here it will be a different challenge when he'll come into bat, because as I said, it will be a slow surface considering afternoon game, and then you have 3 spinners, and I don't know whether Hasranga will be available or not, because he was not available in the last game. But if he's there, so then it will be a little tough task. But at the same time, he's in a good form, so I think it will really help the cause for RCB team.
He's also really taken ownership of the absolute back end. I think there have been 3 different innings for RCB where David has faced every ball of the last over, and he's taken upwards of 16 runs all 3 times.
I think because he possesses those qualities and he backs himself, it's because of him they've got those 10-15 runs extra. They could have probably folded to 150, 155, and he's taken them to 160, 165. And he's got that ability to hit big sixes, and he backs himself and he's delivered so far.
All right. Thank you so much, Wasim, Piyush, for setting up the game for us. Rajasthan Royals are 2 wins and 3 losses. Royal Challengers Bengaluru are 3 wins and 2 losses. Which way will this go? Be sure to join us for the build-up just ahead of toss time on Maruti Suzuki Arena. Presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout.
How do I do it all? The Brezza gives me the power.